So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Wow, so good to have all of you here today. Did we do an acoustical check? Check. On this? Do you hear the echo, or is it just here? Okay. I know the acoustician was here, and one of the workers told me that when the scaffolding was still up there, he had his little meter, and he said it's right there. And they found a loose screw on the dome and tightened it up. It's like, are you kidding? I got loose screws everywhere. Okay. Well, welcome to all our guests. A special welcome to our friends from the opera, the Nashville Opera. Eric Holt is here. Raise your hand, Eric. What Eric Holt say? Are you here? He is a Belmont faculty member and a member of the board, as is Cheryl Slay-Carr. And we also want to welcome Anne Marie and Martin McNamara. There they are, right there. Welcome. They've been, how many years? Original board members, right, of the Nashville Opera. Thank you for being here today. Talmadge Watts and Deborah Greenspan. There you are. Thank you. Welcome. And we have a Belmont trustee, Jack Benz, and his wife, Naroma, here somewhere. I know they're right there, but they've moved around. There they are, back here. Welcome, Jack. And also, let me especially recognize the soon-to-retire failed executive coach as she introduces herself, and Opera Advisory Board member, Judy Fisher over here. Thank you for being here, Judy. And from ESA, I see Dick Miller back there in the middle, and David Minigan. Those guys drew this on paper and through, I don't know, they got special keys on their computer these days. They just hit do Opera House. And it's that easy, right? Wrong. I know it's not. And for Marcy Matthews, Scott Morgan, right there, and Todd Gunn. Is Todd here? There he is. Todd, I was going to say Todd's probably out there pushing somebody. Push, go, get it done. Todd's been really the guy that just keeps things moving on this job. And what a time it's been through all the challenges. And I just want to thank you, Todd, for your leadership, and Dan Calhoun, the really tall guy over there, Carter Parkey, and then Caitlin Jones from Matthews. They're building this thing. So I just want to say welcome, and join me in just welcoming all of our special guests. And if you, every one of you are special, let me say that. That's one of the things that always throws me off on these events. I look around, I see so many other people that I should be introducing, but we're just glad all of you came down today for this little sneak peek into this facility. The background for this hall is that at the end of one of our performances over in the Massey Performing Arts building in the Massey Auditorium, when it was over, Marty Dickens, who's our chair, walked up to me and he said, "Bob, this is a great facility that we're in, but our students need something better, bigger. They need something to match their talents." And you know, it really struck me that, okay, what would that be? And I asked him, what are you talking about? If you say match their talents, I don't know that we can afford that. And he said, well, I'm sure we can't, but do it. And we've done it. And this hall, this facility represents the challenge that he put to me and the challenge I passed on to our architects and our builders. I want to build the finest performing arts hall on any college campus in the world. That was the challenge. Now, everybody else gets to judge that on their own, but my judgment is they're doing it. It's almost done. They've done the really big part of that. And I just can't wait for our students to get in here and get a chance to have a hall that they deserve, as they are the best in the world. I really believe that, and we just have to give them a place to perform and show that. I hope, are we going to be able to walk through the lobby? Who's in charge? It's not me. You can, yeah, just a quick peek out in that lobby, spectacular. When we're done, be sure to have someone take you along the way to make sure we stay safe. But we'll have the grand opening in this hall coming up. At the event will be Christmas at Belmont here in this performance hall, and I can't wait for that to happen in here. In I think December 3rd. I think we've already set that date. When we thought about our opening year, we thought about wouldn't it be great if we could get the arts community from the whole city of Nashville and the region in here this first year, just to see what we've done here and introduce them to this new performance hall. And the thought was then, how do we do that? Well, let's bring the Nashville arts to this hall. And we started with the opera and thought, let's bring the opera here. Let's bring the ballet here. Let's bring the symphony orchestra, the Nashville Symphony Orchestra here. We're working on all those others, but today we're here to make a very special announcement about the opera. And in order to make that announcement, let me introduce to you John Holmes, who is the director. And I looked it up, John, 26 years. I'm giving up in 2 weeks from now. I can't catch you. You just keep going, and I do hope you keep going, because the strength, the quality, and the resiliency of this opera is remarkable, and I can't wait for it to come right here. So, John, welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today. When I was first shown the designs for this hall, I could tell this Performing Arts Center was going to be a world-class venue. As a multi-purpose hall, the space can host a wide diversity of performances. The venue's acoustical qualities are going to open a world of opportunity to the performing arts. Belmont University and Nashville Opera have had a long history together. When I first came here to Nashville, the opera offices were on the campus at Belmont, right up the road here. We have always had a strong relationship. Over the years, Belmont and the opera have collaborated on many important partnerships, and the next partnership with Belmont and the opera will be a shared production in this beautiful hall. So when we first began talking about doing this, we wanted to do something epic, or I felt that would be a good choice, because we wanted something that would match the scope and the vision and the beauty of this hall. And so in May of 2022, about a year from now, here in the Belmont Performing Arts Center, Nashville Opera will be presenting a new production of Richard Wagner's Das Rheingold. Das Rheingold is the first opera of the monumental Ring cycle that Wagner wrote. The show is the closest we can get to the Lord of the Rings, the opera. That's what it is. We put together a cast of world-class singers from the Metropolitan Opera to San Francisco Opera to Los Angeles to opera houses in Europe that are all excited to come here and sing this. Das Rheingold will feature our own Nashville Opera Orchestra, conducted by Dean Williamson, who is our music director. The story of Das Rheingold is based on mythology about giants and demigods and the quest for a magic ring. This ring would allow the owner unlimited power to crush their enemies and to rule the world. And as we all know, people who have a quest for absolute power, things don't end well. We believe this is the first time this masterpiece has been staged in Nashville. We anticipate audiences traveling to Belmont from all over the country to see these performances. Das Rheingold requires a theater that can accommodate the epic scope of the opera while keeping an intimacy with the singers and the audience. And Belmont's Performing Arts Center will be the perfect venue to do just that. And there'll be more details coming soon. In closing, though, I'd like to say it takes real vision to create something like this. And I want to say thank you to Belmont and to Dr. Bob Fisher for having that vision and making it happen.
And to Marty Dickens, who couldn't be here today, who helped create that vision. And you said John, you said you wanted to do something really epic. I thought all opera was epic, but anyway, I thought that was the whole deal. But I can't wait, and I'm so happy that this can be the place where we can bring that to our community. As much as the community will be a part of everything we do here, we also built this for our students. That's something I just want to say over and over and over. It's for our students, and they should be in here all the time. I mean, we want it used. It's going to be used over, hopefully every day there'll be something going on in here. And what goes on in here will be led by two of our deans, Dean Doug Howard from the Curb College of Entertainment and Music Business, which they run places. They teach students how to run places like this, as well as how to do the sound, how to sell the tickets and manage the venues and all those sorts of things, as well as hundreds of other things that go on in the Curb College. And also, the performers, though, will be mainly from the Belmont School of Music. And let me introduce Dean Stephen Eves, who will say a word about how our students will be using this space. Dean Eves.
Thank you, Dr. Fisher and John. We're so excited about our collaboration continuing with Nashville Opera in this production of Das Rheingold, and look forward to learning opportunities for all our students in the college in relation to that. Wow, is this inspiring or what? So this is going to bring our level for our students to a different place. This will make us better, and it will inspire us every day to reach for even higher excellence as we've had for many, many years at Belmont. So our theater, musical theater, opera, and dance students will be engaged on this stage in creating pretty much anything we could possibly imagine to produce here at Belmont. The flexible acoustics in the hall will support a variety of all kinds of musical styles, including orchestral, chamber music, choral music, jazz, gospel, country, bluegrass, and pop. And we do that every day here at Belmont. The flexible design of this hall will allow, a lot of you have said this looks very intimate. It will allow us to have a performer on this space, a solo performer one night, and a few days later, a grand stage production or multifaceted concert, and be able to support that in this facility. That's what we do at Belmont, and so this flexible space will allow us to accomplish that. For the more than 30 music ensembles we have and dozens of stage works that we produce every year in this space. Along with the performance side, like Dr. Fisher mentioned, our collaborations with the Curb College and our students within CMPA as well to design, create, support production, performance, and live performance in all of its facets. This will really set the stage for our educational mission. We want our students to leave here not just knowing how to do some things, but to lead the way in the performing arts in every possible way. So you see from this facility the commitment Belmont has to the arts, but it goes further beyond that to the innovation and creativity that we enjoy in our campus and raise the bar to every day for all of our students. We're excited about the footprint that this space adds to our whole corridor of the visual and performing arts here at Belmont, and will be a testament to that commitment at Belmont for years to come. So we're excited. We're excited to share performances and events in this space, in this world-class concert and performance venue with our students, with Nashville, and beyond. After a challenging year where we mostly streamed performances without an audience, we want to get back to having audiences in our space and experiencing live music and performance the way it should be. And we're going to do it right here in this exceptional complex. Thanks.
It was there. Okay. I mean, imagine losing your mask, and it's the only one you have. That's what I have nightmares about these days. Thank you, Stephen. And we have some students around out there, right? Raise your hand if you're students. It's for you. Music? Yeah. Would you like to do an impromptu? Okay, not today. All right. But as Stephen said, if you go down Belmont just a little ways further, you come to what was the Belmont Heights Baptist Church, which is now the McAfee Concert Hall. If you haven't been in there, it's one of the finest acoustical spaces in this city. Next to it is the Trout Theater, where we do theater, musical and otherwise, and then behind it is the Sheriff Scene Shop, where they build sets for theater. And then on the other side is the Black Box Theater, which is also for our students. And then there is this, which will not only have the most magnificent lobby you can imagine, but on either side of it will be spaces that can be cordoned off with massive, very expensive closing doors, very expensive. Did I say they cost a lot? But that will turn them into separate performance spaces, one for acoustical performances, one for amplified performances. And this space that you're looking at now is designed to do both kinds of performances. When we were in the early design stages, we took trips to the Bass Performance Center in Fort Worth. We went to Tobin in San Antonio. We obviously went to the Skirmerhorn in Nashville, which we view as the standard. We went to where do we go? The Gilliard in Charleston, South Carolina. And every place we went, we stole as many ideas as we could. And we took away lessons that we learned, and we tried to put them into this space. And imagine you start with McAfee, and you move to Trout, and you move to the yet unnamed Black Box Theater, I might add. And the Sheriff Scene Shop. And then we move on down the hall to the arena space at the Curb Event Center. And then just beyond that is the massive Performing Arts Hall, as well as Harton Hall. And I think when you look at these halls as performance instruments for our students, I just don't know of a place, and there may be one, I'm not saying there's not, but I bet there aren't many that offer these opportunities to our students. So Dean Eves will be continuing to grow the enrollment in the School of Music, right, to help us pay for this. All right, and we look forward to all the opportunities that are going to come our way, but especially, John, to this one. Thank you for bringing it to us. Thank you to the Nashville Opera. David Minigan is back here. If those of you from the press want to talk to somebody who actually knows something about this, details, David will be available, and any of the rest of us will be as well. But again, thank you all for coming, and poke around and be careful.